Karsch and Anderson continues here on 97.1 The Ticket. We welcome to the program and to Detroit, new Detroit Lions quarterback Jared Goff, who joins us here on 97.1. Thanks for being with us. And I don't know what you're used to, Jared, but in Detroit, this is what we call a gorgeous day. Now, in California, this might feel like a cold day, but in Detroit, this is gorgeous to us. So are you getting used to it?
Amazing. Yeah, no, it's amazing, man. I was out there all last week. Had a good time. Got to meet some people, got to go downtown. I thought the weather was actually pretty great, so it was a good time.
Where are you getting to hang out while you've been around here?
You know, I was out a little bit. We were staying in Birmingham at the Townsend Hotel. I got to see Bloomfield a little bit. I went to downtown for dinner a couple nights. I was out there with my girlfriend. We had a good time. We were looking around, looking for a place to live, and it was great.
I want to get this out of the way. Michael Brocker spoke today and said that he spoke to you about saying Stafford was a level up, said that he came to you as a man, said he was trying to pump up the Rams fan base. From your perspective, is that all good? Are you know, what did you make of it?
Yeah, no, Brock's obviously one of my good friends and good teammates, and, you know, I get it. It was a TMZ interview, and he apologized very quickly.
Jared?
He made a mind, someone I'm looking forward to building with in the future.
We lost you there for a second. You went out on the cell, but you said no big deal, and you guys are all good?
Oh, yeah. No, I love Brock, man. I mean, I know how that I know how that stuff goes on those TMZ interviews, and sometimes that happens. But that guy, he's my guy. I love Brock, and he reached out to me very quickly after that, and no ill will. We're all good and moving forward.
All right, good.
When you look at the Lions roster, and specifically offensively, what do you see and what are you excited about?
Yeah, I think the pieces we just added this offseason are awesome, with Tyrell and Rashad, and then I'm really excited to work with Hawk and Swift in the backfield there. Those guys had great years last year, and I think they can only get better. And I think obviously the offensive line is one of the strengths of the team as well.
You know, we looked at this thing, Jared, and thought, you know, they get the 3 draft picks along with you, and some veterans have been let go, and this feels like to a lot of the fans the beginning of a rebuild. And the first thing you said last Friday, one of the first things you said was you didn't think of this as a rebuild. Can you talk about your perspective on this organization and trying to win right out of the gate?
Yeah, I think we have the players. I think that's the difference is some teams, you know, are going and grabbing 1 million players and need 1 million draft picks and are drafting extremely high and are starting brand new. You know, there are a lot of really good players here, and I've added obviously a really good coaching staff, and Brad Holmes is a guy that I have a lot of respect for as a GM, but there's a lot of pieces already in place, and I think that's the difference, and that's what makes me most excited. Of course, it's a challenge. I mean, it's always a challenge, and this isn't going to point where you want to be, you know, consistently making the playoffs, but it's all there in front of us. It's going to take a lot of hard work, but I think we've got the right guys to do it.
Yeah, Anthony Lynn's the offensive coordinator. What kind of offense best fits what you can do? And obviously, you being out in Los Angeles, maybe you had a little bit of a closer look, or to some extent, about what the Chargers are doing with Los Angeles. But you know, what's your sense with what they're going to be doing here, and what's going to best fit you?
Yeah, you know, I in college I was all shotgun spread, so I did all of that in college and even really through high school. And then in the NFL, for the most part, I've been all under center, doing a lot of play action stuff. So I can kind of do both. Whatever's asked of me, I'm ready to do. And I think right now is kind of, you know, downloading a lot of that information that we have in our offense and figuring it out. And I think as time goes on, as we're able to get on the practice field, we'll really be able to mold into and hopefully who our identity will be.
Taking over the Lions organization here, Jared, and taking over as the quarterback, one of the things that Detroit fans have just been dying for is a playoff win. Like the bar here, the first hurdle, you know, once in most of our lifetimes, we have one playoff win in most of our lifetimes. Is there something about Jared Goff, the quarterback, because you've had postseason success, that you will bring to Detroit to at least, I'm sure you're thinking rings and Super Bowl as most would, but to at least make sure that, hey, we're going to clear that hurdle in Detroit. We're going to win a playoff game here.
Yeah, again, I think it starts in the offseason. It starts with a lot of hard work, and in order to win a playoff game, you got to get to the playoffs first. So I think, you know, what's your first goal? And I think always every team's first goal is you want to win the division. You want to win your home games against your division teams, and you you want to win the division. I think, you know, if you do that, you're obviously in the playoffs, and then you go from there. But yeah, you know, I hope I can bring.
Oh boy.
Yep.
You don't get a chance to win any playoff games unless you actually get there.
Have you had a chance to? Do you have a playbook yet? And if you do, how long have you had the playbook? As I was saying earlier, that you know one of the benefits of getting this trade done was the timing of it. Even though they couldn't announce it until last week, but this is something that's been done for you know several weeks now, and maybe you've got a heads up on everything with the playbook.
Yeah, you know, I've been able to speak with the coaches about it. They actually just you know officially got me like the iPad and everything on that very recently. But being able to speak with them and being able to go out there and see Dan pretty early on and see Brad and just being able to talk to them over the phone as well has been beneficial.
Nearly going here, we're getting to know Brad Holmes, the new GM. You obviously, you know, with him in Los Angeles. I don't know how much, you know, time you spent with him there and how familiar you are with Brad Holmes, but what can you tell us about him as an executive in this league?
Yeah, from what I've seen so far, I mean, he's as steady as it gets. I think he's got really good ideas, really smart, really thorough. He was around the building quite a bit when I was there. He obviously was involved in a lot of my draft process, but he was around the building a lot. So him and actually Ray Agnew, I believe, is the assistant GM with the Lions now, and he was with the Rams as well, and he was always in the building. He was always walking around. He was, I believe, director of pro personnel with the Rams, so we saw him quite a bit. And it's good to have familiar faces there, but I believe in both of them, and I think they've done a great job up to this point.
Did you feel at all after everything was all said and done when your season ended with the Rams that you were being scapegoated at all?
You know, I've talked about this at length, and I don't want to get into that. I've had a lot of good times with the Rams, and you know, we had a lot of success, had a lot of fun. They made this decision ultimately, and like I spoke about in the press conference, it does put that little chip on your shoulder. But I think when I was able to actually speak with Brad and Dan and really feel their energy, it really made me excited about this whole thing, and I still continue to get more and more excited as time goes on.
All right, you just said something there about Dan Campbell. You get to feel the energy. That came through at his opening press conference. Everybody in Detroit felt the energy. Well, you know, now that behind closed doors with him, is he that same guy?
Oh yeah. He's that's what I kind of the first thing I said in the press. He is as genuine as it gets. That is who he is. That is every conversation I've had with him, and everything that he is that same guy every day. And I've spoken to guys who played for him and played with him when he was the interim in Miami, and actually, you know, hearing from them like, dude, you're gonna love playing for him. How fun it is on game day, how good he is during the week, and you know, I'm really looking forward to it.
So the Lions have the 7th pick overall in the upcoming draft. Now, I know that you're not the guy that has the say in this, but if you could lobby, would you rather lobby for an offensive lineman or for a wide receiver?
That's a good question. You know, either one. Anyone on offense would be a win for the quarterback. You know, so I'm good with either. You know, obviously a fun toy on the outside may be fun, but you know, I'm good with either. Both guys would be ultimately helping us win.
You know, we actually talked about you in Detroit a while back because of a video you did, a prank you pulled at Ventura Junior College in California, where you put on a wig and you went out there as a transfer quarterback. Was the name Dredge Fogue? Foge?
Yeah, it was Dre Fogue. It was, I believe, probably 3 years ago now. It was at Ventura College with Red Bull. We did this fun little prank, undercover thing, and yeah, man, that was fun. That was really fun, and it went more viral than I could have ever expected. It was unbelievable. The next couple of weeks, being a part of that was really cool, and I had a lot of fun doing it. It was my first little acting gig, I guess, and it was fun.
Did you actually ask one of the incumbent quarterbacks, "Hey, are you the punter?"
Yeah, I did. I was trying to I guess embody all the you know, things that I've received in the past, you know, when I've been at practice with guys that I felt were of that character, you know, and I kind of just used some stuff that I've already experienced, which was pretty fun.
Be as cocky as you can, and yet you're a laid back. You seem like a pretty laid back kind of guy. Your dad was a professional athlete. He was a professional baseball player. What did you learn from your dad about being a professional athlete?
Yeah, I think the number one thing is just the hard work it takes, and every day being being accountable and never wanting to look back on anything and saying, man, I wish I would have done that differently. I wish I would have done that better. I wish I would have put more work in. I think that was always the first thing he kind of communicated to me when I did get to even college, when I was there. And he's like, you only get one shot at this. You only get one shot at your career. Make the most out of it every single day. And that's what I've tried to do.
Well, Jared, thank you for your time. Welcome to Detroit. Wish you nothing but the best. And we look forward to seeing you in the Honolulu blue and silver.
Hey, guys, thank you. I look forward to talking to you. Appreciate it.
There he is, Jared
Thanks,
Goff, new Detroit Lions quarterback. Well, he shut down that Brocker story just like that. Well, look, I said it before he came on. There's a really good chance that you just stop getting too worried about stuff like that, and he handled it like a true pro. True pro. So
yeah, I don't think he really enjoyed my question about the chip on the shoulder or the
well,
scapegoat question.
it's all right.
It's all right. It's all right.
It's okay.
Bring it back. Bring it on back.
Okay.